Make sure that y'all can hear me okay. Make sure that y'all can hear me okay. Make sure that y'all can hear me okay. Which of course you can. Hello.
Hey.
Hello, Rhett. How are you?
Hey, can you hear me okay?
I can. Can you hear me?
You're a little low.
I'm a little low. Let me see what I can do on my end to help you out with that.
And not as clear as you were in your stream, so I'm not sure if that's me or...
It might just be one of the side effects of talking from across the world.
Yeah, that's probably it. I don't think you have to worry then.
If you're able to kind of make out what I'm saying, though, and we're able to communicate, I think we'll be okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be ready in like 5 minutes.
Take all the time you need, man.
Alright. Yeah, you can call me back whenever we have to go.
Awesome. Sounds great. I'll call you back here shortly.
Alright, talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon. That was fun. I can fix his call volume. And I think he's right. I think we are a little quiet, and I know how to fix that too. I think. Maybe. There we go. Am I all of a sudden louder for you guys? Okay. Well, I think maybe I'll be louder for him because I was talking to him through my camera, which is no bueno. So hopefully, Rhett, when I call you back here, you will be able to hear me. And hopefully through the course of this, my girlfriend doesn't wake up and kill me, because she is trying to sleep behind me. And making funny noises and giving me funny looks. Alright. Cameras with no built-in mics? I'm sure there are, and I need to get one. I just bought a cheap webcam at like Office Depot because I thought, hey, it'd be nice if I could be like K9 and look at my viewers and make funny hand signals at them, like this. But as you can see, it's early for me. I'm barely awake. I still have my nappy bed hair. But hopefully Rhett will be able to hear me better when I call him back, which is going to be in about 3 minutes. Until then, I want to let you guys just kind of listen to some tunes. 2 more minutes and we'll be getting right back on the call and jumping in with some awesome ZvZ stuff. So get ready. Alright, let's get to it.
Hello?
Hey man, how do you hear me now?
That's perfect right now.
Excellent. I'm going to turn you up a little bit so that we can hear you loud and clear on the stream. And I think we're ready to rock and roll, man. How you wanna go about doing this?
Well, I don't really care, whatever you want to do. I guess we could either play a game or talk about build orders, whatever you prefer.
Awesome. Well, let's go ahead and start it off with a little discussion about ZvZ. You know, I've been playing a lot of Ling Bling in my ZvZs. I haven't been doing a lot of Roach builds. And even I haven't been doing a lot of fast expansion, but as I watch more and more top players play their ZvZ, and especially as I watch you play your ZvZ, what I notice is that there are a lot of very Roach-centric, expansive, Speedling Roach builds that are really becoming popular, I guess, on the Korean ladder and at the top level. And I was wondering, what can you tell us about that? Why is that build getting so popular? And maybe if you could touch on just how the build works a little bit.
Yeah, I definitely think 15 hatch is the most common ZvZ build these days. The reason why is because there was like a patch a couple of months ago, I guess, that improved the worker AI.
Mm-hmm.
So 6-pool and other Zergling builds are no longer that much of a threat to the 15 hatch, so everybody just kind of started doing that. On the Korean server you do see some early Ling builds coming back, like people doing 10-pool Ling or 9-pool, which is 6 Lings, just to directly counter a 15 hatch, but I would say it's still like the build you will see in like 70% of the ZvZs.
Okay.
And basically what happens is you start with the 15 hatch. I guess on a 4-player map you gotta get the 15 pool in case of any early Ling aggression.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, there's a couple things that your opponent could be doing that are kind of dangerous, like 9-pool, but drones are pretty good against Lings, so you can just wait. You can just stall with your drones and then wait for your Lings to pop out and you'll be fine most of the time. Against 14 gas, 14 pool, you can they can do Ling Bling, but you can get a Roach farm right away and rush your Roaches, and you should be fine against that as well.
And when you say right away, are you skipping your first, like, are you delaying your first queen, getting that Roach farm with the first 150 minerals?
You pretty much have money to get 1 queen and a Roach farm.
Okay.
So it works out pretty nicely. But yeah, most maps that's like a pretty safe opening against most things.
Okay. So my next kind of question on this sort of 15 hatch build, You're obviously always moving towards a Roach mid-game army, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
And when I watched you play, and especially when I watched you play against, was it Zenio in that most recent tournament that I'm not even going to try to pronounce? Is that who you played, that ZvZ?
Yeah, I played him in the third, fourth place match.
Right. Okay. And just for folks on the stream, we're going to spoil a little bit. So you guys played a game on Zanaga Caverns. You went with your hatch first. He was being pretty aggressive with Roach Zergling, and frankly the first half of the game he always had a bigger army than you, but you just kind of sat back and played positionally and defended, and you never really looked like you were in any real danger of dying. Can you talk a little bit about the power of the defender in ZvZ?
Yeah, basically defending is usually the best option because when you're defending, obviously it takes him time to get from his base to your base. So if you're the defender, you can always sneak out 1 or 2 extra drones here and there, and then that advantage can just build up into, you know, once the aggression wears off, you'll just have a bigger economy, and you'll be able to overrun him in the mid game. So being the defender is definitely a better position. Of course, there's also the risk of you making too many drones, in which case, you know, you could die. But if you balance it just right, then I think that's the most solid approach to like 15 hatch against 15 hatch. And basically, what you do is what I do. I'm not sure if like most top players do this, but you get the Speedlings first, and then you constantly have like a small group of Speedlings that you scout with. You kind of keep check on how many drones is he making. You know, is he mass linging me, or you know, any kind of early game bullshit that could be going on.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just prepare for that, and you try to sneak in a couple of extra drones, and you just you try to get an economic advantage into the mid game.
Okay. And would you say that this is something you can do on every map? Because I mean, just a couple of months ago, I was talking to Machine about ZvZ, and he was saying that there are maps like Scrap Station and Zonaka Caverns and even Delta Quadrant, if you find yourself playing a ZvZ on that map, where the natural being so far away from the ramp and so disconnected from your main makes it really difficult to defend Ling Bling plays. Well, I guess my question really is more closely tied to why has Ling Bling gone away at the top?
Well, you can defend it. I mean, it's going to be a little bit harder because you don't have, you can't like spine up and defend it. But if you do the Roach Warren thing, if your Overlord doesn't see a hatchery, that means, you know, he's going to do something like Ling Bailing or Mass Ling. So in that case, you can just get the Roach Warren and Mass Roaches early. And it's going to be a little close in the beginning. But if you get the 4 or 5 Roaches on your ramp, then even on those maps, you should be able to hold it off.
Okay. All right, well, cool. So if you were to give